Begin with the crisis at the border. Tens of thousands of migrants are waiting to enter the U.S. at the southern border tonight, hoping to obtain asylum and a better life.
A COVID-era policy that blocked most asylum seekers from entering the country expires tomorrow. Border agents and humanitarian groups are expecting to be overwhelmed. KCAL News political reporter Tom Wade is here now with the latest on the crisis at the border.
And Pat, that's exactly what it is. There is so much suffering and heartbreak there right now as people are trying to get in. Customs and Border Patrol has already built a temporary detention and processing center near San Diego, preparing for the flood, which is already beginning. Agents detained 11,000 people who crossed illegally just yesterday, and the numbers are expected to keep rising.
Muy pesado, duro.
A single mother from Ecuador, Aida Melis, talks about her very difficult journey. She came to Tijuana and hopes to cross into California with her 3 girls, the youngest just 20 months old.
Yo tenía mucho miedo porque
We are very scared, she says. The journey north was filled with hunger, cold nights, and danger everywhere. But she says it was worth it to escape the crime and violence of Ecuador. Now she's hoping to win asylum in the U.S. The influx of those hoping to enter the U.S. is happening in part because a COVID-era policy allowing immigration authorities to block immigrants from entering the U.S. ends Thursday at midnight. From the air, you can see thousands of migrants in Tijuana massing at the border. Border Patrol agents are doing their best to manage the surge in people coming north from all across the world and have been gathering at the border for days. Demario Jones is from Jamaica.
It's been here 3 days already. It's difficult because we don't have anything to eat. We haven't taken any baths, and it's very hot and it's very cold in the night.
Volunteers in LA made care packages for the people coming to the border cities and shelters here in California and in Texas, doing their best to help what is becoming a bigger crisis by the day. The Biden administration sent troops to help officials and agents at the border, and officials announced a new policy aimed at stemming the influx of those seeking asylum. Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas detailed the Biden administration's new rules for migrants.
We are a nation of immigrants, and we are a nation of laws.
Under the new policy, migrants who cross the southern border without authorization must first prove they asked for protection in a third country or face tough consequences.
An individual who is removed under Title VIII is subject to at least a 5-year bar on re-entry into the United States and can face criminal prosecution if they attempt to cross again.
Advocates for immigrants say the administration's new policy is going to create more suffering and confusion.
The crisis, as I see it, is how we're treating people. When we have the capacity to welcome people into this country, and I think that, something to remember is that people have not only gone through an incredibly harrowing journey to get to the U.S.-Mexico border, but they were fleeing violence and other threats on their lives in their home country. And people don't leave unless they're everything behind, unless they really feel like their lives are in danger and go through such an arduous journey.
We've learned Border Patrol agents will release some migrants found not to be a public risk without court notices to relieve overcrowding in its facilities. As for the new asylum restrictions, the ACLU says they will be challenged in court. Obviously, a very challenging situation brewing at the border right now.
And let's talk about some of that right now, because in terms of the U.S. border, the United States, to process some of the migrants that show up, if they come from other countries besides Mexico to get to the U.S., they will not be processed. Is that correct?
That's correct.
They want them to return to Mexico to be processed.
Right. At least in a different country.
Is that going to make a difference?
Well, that's a good question, Pat, because that's what one of the immigration advocates we were speaking with tonight said. That's creating a lot of confusion for people, and they don't know that. The Biden administration is doing this as a way to stop people from being motivated to come to the border, to the southern border. But will it even work? And once they get to the border, do they know about this policy?
Well,
So
if they don't, that doesn't matter.
They're still going to try, right? So will it make a difference? Yeah.